Hey everybody, Drew Sanford here from Boatworks. I want to show you a really hot boat out. It's called a Caymas CX19. This is one of the first ones that have arrived at any dealers, and I wanted you guys to be one of the first ones to see it. So, love the boat. Really great. It's a pretty color scheme. It's got the dark silver, it's got the red and the black pins. You know, the 19-foot buyer, some brands you sacrifice when you go from a 19 down from a 20 and 21. Caymas doesn't do that. They don't shortcut. They don't miss a beat on quality and performance. This 19, the front deck is the same size, within an inch of the 20, and the back deck is within an inch of the 20 as well. So you're not giving up real estate on that front fishing platform for a smaller boat, which is a really exciting thing. It's really wide. The beam width is carried all the way up to the bow. Just a really, really fantastic design fishing boat. This one, we've got an Ultrex on the front of it. We love it. We've left the electronics off so you can pick whatever graphs you want. Some of the features I like, you know, it's got the recessed trolling motor pedal, just like all the other big boats. It's got the cup holders. It's got a lot of cool things there. The padded deck, it's not just the front end padded, the whole deck is padded. Caymas doesn't skimp there. You know, the fatigue and things like that, you're just not going to get it in one of these boats. Simple but effective front deck. You got a big box in the middle for all your tackle and gear. You've got a rod box on one side and a rod box on the other. One of my favorite components are pieces of a Caymas. The rod boxes are flat on the bottom, so you can stack your Plano 3700s or other boxes in there, and it's not off angled, anything like that. Really cool design. It's got the dual pedestal holder spots up front, so if you're short-legged or long-legged. You know, these Caymases, the gas cap's a little bit farther forward than some boats. It's a different design. The fuel tank is actually down the middle of the stringer system, and it gives a lot more control of the boat, and it makes it feel, it makes you have a lot more trim control when you're running in big waves. So the boat feels, this 19 really feels like a 20 or 21 when you're running it, because you can really control the bow and how the waves hit. And you've got a lot of weight from the fuel right where the waves hit, so it makes the ride softer as well. So this one's a dual console. We can pop it out. There's an Allen set screw here, then 3 bolts in there. It can come out within 5 minutes. You can pop it out in the summer when it's warm out. If it's cool and you've got the kids, you can leave the console in. You know, another big thing, Caymas, they make their own seats in-house. That is a big deal to me. You know, the stitching looks fantastic. You've got the carbon fiber weave look, the accent colors, but what's really cool is they've designed this boat from the ground up, and the seat is probably, to me, one of the most important pieces. It's comfortable, it rides good. It's actually got a spring system built into it, so you're sitting on a spring system, how that works, and it's really cool, because when you're running down the lake, it's amazing, because you'll feel the vibrations of the lake and the water, and you'll feel it in your feet, because your feet are laid on the boat, but you're not feeling it in your body. And between the padded deck and the seats, the fatigue at the end of the day fishing in these boats, if you've got a sore back or a messed up back, you know, like most fishermen do after riding for years, this boat really sets the bar when you compare others. Another cool feature, pop-up cleats in the middle. You go dump the boat in, you're not trying to tie off in 30 different spots. You've got one spot there you can grab it on. On the driver's side has it as well, so you're not tying a rope off to your steering wheel, scuffing it up, scratching it up. Just great thought out designs. It's got the C deck in the bottom of it, which is like the rubber floors. It's awesome. You know, your boat's not getting backed in your garage or put underneath the cover and wet and mildewy and nasty. It's drying out when it rains on you during the day. The water flows right through it and everything's good. So really like that. The center compartment is very deep. A lot of center compartments where you put your gear, you know, it's almost like, you know, a glove box in a lot of the single console boats. It's huge. I mean, you could put hats, cookies, crackers, food, you name it, you know, all your coal system. You have plenty of room for your Rapala scale. I mean, it has room for, you know, tournament guys to do whatever they need. Again, Caymas doesn't skimp. I mean, they use real rod straps throughout this boat. They're not, you know, the back deck ones aren't getting cheap ones. It's getting good quality. You know, the stainless rod latches, hatches, things like that. The live well system on this, it's a split system. You've got pump in, pump out, and recircing each one separately, so you've got multiple pumps. You know, and it's the right way to do it. This boat's set up right. The back of this boat is really cool. They've set up the when you open up the back rod lock, or the back compartment lock where you have your batteries and things like that. There's so much room, it's massive, and you've got hatches and things to get into pumps, all sorts of things like that. It's really a good setup. You know, and why does it matter on a new boat sale? It does, you know, because if you've got a bunch of wires and things cluttered up, taking a beat and getting beat around, it's just not going to last as long. And again, Caymas has done such a good job. This boat's not designed to be good this year. It's not designed to be good next year. It's designed to be good in 20 years from now, and you could see that. You know, there's places you could take shortcuts in boats, and they're not taking those shortcuts in these Caymases. And you know, they've got tubes that run all the way to the front to run your electronics wiring. There's just so many details that they've thought out, and it's what you would expect from an Earl Benz boat. I mean, he's done this from all the other boat brands that he's done and been a part of. This boat is just phenomenal. We love it. This one's rated, it's rated for a 225. We've got a 200 on this one. Puts the boat at a different price point. The 225 is a 73, mid-70s mile-an-hour boat. The 200, you're on a light load, you'll hit 70, but you're going to be in the upper 60s. And some people that matters, some people it's not as big a deal. And for a great family fishing 19-foot boat at a great price point, gosh, it's hard to beat this thing with a 200. You know, I ran a 20-foot boat or a 19-foot boat with a 200 for years and years, and it was just a great for going in and out of docks, things like that. It's just a sweet ride. If you haven't seen this Caymas 19, you need to check it out. Shoot us an email, shoot us a message on Facebook, and we would love to get back to you and show you this boat. Thanks.